Great. I finally have the right settings for my webcam. It used to mirror all the recordings I did, but now finally it's correct. For example, over here you can see a map of South America in the right direction. Good. But okay, in this video, I want to expand on a previous video I made about how to recognize a shill or a dark agent. There's something I need to add to that message, which will benefit you. Because in the messages I make these days, I want to make them short and filled with information. Because some of you have a busy schedule at the job, or some of you may have a short attention span. I'm not going to blame you because that's how society conditions you. So that's why I want to give bullets of information to both trigger you to look beyond, because looking beyond is very important. That's what most people don't do, and to inform you at the same time. But there are times I need to make longer videos, so I'm willing to do that. Now look, when it comes to shills, we often think of someone that is paid by some cult to record videos to mislead people. That happens. To deny that happens is foolishness. It goes against reality. It happens. But that's not the only type of shill there is. That type of shill that is a paid agent, they are around. Not only on YouTube, they're everywhere. Okay, they're also there in churches. Before the internet, you had paid agent also. But there's another type of shill which people often don't recognize as a shill. But these type of shills, they're not paid in monetary benefits. So they're not given money by some cult. But the benefit they get comes from evil spirits. Let me explain like this. Let's say that you have a guy, 22 years old. I'm just making up a scenario now just to explain this. You have a guy, 22 years old, who have issues relating to the opposite sex because he has thinking problems and he doesn't want to face. But instead of facing his thinking problems, so that he will be delivered, he acts out all the frustrations he encounters. And now he goes to YouTube or to Vimeo or Dailymotion or whatever platform, and he's a smart guy. He begins to give data. It doesn't show his face, but he builds this profile online in which he shares data with the people. And the data is about how migration affects the Western world. He reveals many policy errors of the politicians. So you think, you don't know the guy, but you see the profile and you think, whoa, the guy that records his messages, we hear his voice, we see the data he's presenting, he's quite smart. And within a short period of time, he gets many subscribers. Many people share his videos. But then he begins to suggest that women are to blame for the fall of civilizations. Now, if you've been acclimatized to him giving true facts about the government and about public policies, and then he suggests that women are at fault for the fall of civilizations, if you're not alert, you may receive the data. You don't have to agree with the data, but the data will affect your perception. So now, when you look at historical processes, you tend to notice that such and such dictator had affairs with several women. And in the back of your mind, your subconscious, you still have this message of that guy that said that women are the fault. Women are at fault for the fall of civilizations. Then that has deformed your perception. So now you begin to see those women as contributing to the tyranny of that country. Well, that's not the case at all. You get what I'm saying? The parable just gave onto you, the 22-year-old guy, he gets psychic benefits from evil spirits. So evil spirits are using his dissatisfaction to reach people. He gives real information. You can credit him for that. But because he's in the negative, and he has no intention of living negative, evil spirits have access to him. They're using him now to spread hatred against females. They don't spread hatred against females to this guy by having this guy lashing out at females publicly on video. No. They do it through suggestion. But for the suggestion to work and to take root into the minds of people, the people need to be acclimatized to the messenger. Because once you've been acclimatized to the messenger, and the messenger makes suggestions onto you, subconsciously you pick them up very quickly. And when you pick them up, your perception has been formed based on the suggestion that was made by the messenger. So that's also a shill. Someone that evil spirits use to deform your perception. And that example I gave of that guy, there's an issue against females. And now, to distract himself, he's making videos, and now evil spirits are using him to spread hate against females. There's a YouTuber out there that is well known for making commentaries about the failure of Western policies. He's the one I'm talking about. For those that are familiar with the alt-right movement, or the, how do I say, who are familiar with the resistance against liberal policies that are going on, you know what I'm speaking about. He has a whole video called How Women Caused the Fall of Civilization, something like that. You can look it up for yourself. I just exposed the guy over here. I don't care. If you have such a big reach on people, but you're spreading filth onto people, I call you out on it. But okay, that's a shill. So he doesn't receive monetary benefits from a cult, nor from any government institution, but he or she receives psychic benefits from evil spirits. That's also a shill. Now, there are shills that come in the name of Christ also. They may have a Facebook profile, and on that Facebook profile they share many Bible verses, many teachings from other people. So based on what you see, you think they are godly. Let's say you have a female that does this. You may think she's a godly female. Why? Because she shares all those Bible verses. She also makes posts that are very in-depth. She has a husband also. She has a ring on her finger. So based on the perception, you think she's a godly woman. But here's what's going on. The guy she's married with the guy to get approval from society. And church enables this codependent behavior first. So her marriage is all about relief seeking. It's not about glorifying the Most High. And it's not even about her natural feminine needs being met by that guy. It's all relief seeking. And the teaching she receives from the Babylon church she's attending is all about avoiding sin. They make sin this great monster that you need to fight, which goes against scripture. Because once you're born again, you're renewed in your mind to operate in righteousness, and the outworking of righteousness, the power working out, that's holiness. She doesn't know anything about it. Okay? She follows the teachings that the pastors are handing down to her. So when you look at it carefully, one, she's not born again, so she can't be renewed in her mind. Her relationships are fake because they're based on narcissistic attention she's craving. It's based on narcissistic supply. And she's angry because it's not working out. She still feels angry on the inside. Why? Because she's operating in relief seeking. She has expectations that don't add up. So her sharing all those Bible verses online and all those teachings is a way to cope with the deficit, the mental and emotional deficit she has on the inside. So let's say you are a real believer, and this so-called female believer, so-called believer adds you on Facebook. You may think, well, I want to fellowship with other believers now that I'm born again. I don't want to get trapped again by the filth of the world, by the negative of the world. So then you think, well, I became born again and now I have believers looking up for me. Praise the Lord. Not so fast. First of all, she's not born again. She's a deceiver. She's lying. She's operating in a lie. First of all, the teaching that the Babylon church has down to her are lies. How she relates to other people is a lie. It's all based on narcissistic supply. So the demons now pushed her to go online, and while she was online, she encountered you. And because she read that you are a believer, she felt the urge to add you. So you accepted her and you talk about the Lord for a few times. But after a while, you notice that you feel a bit heavy. Every time you have contact with her, even if it's just online contact, you feel heavy. And what's going on? Evil spirits are using her to transfer violence onto you. After a while, she began to criticize you, that you're not holy enough. She began to criticize you that you never talk about sin. Then all the accusations and attacks come. But first, the demons want you to get acclimatized to the messenger, so that when the suggestions come, when the suggestive witchcraft begins, you won't notice it. In this case, this female Christian is a shill. What you see is not what you get. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with someone using social media to spread awareness of the Word of God. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You can do it. But not everyone does it for the right reasons. So, in the parable Paul just gave unto you, that female is a shill and she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And the enemy is using her to confuse new believers. Because unbelievers are lost anyway. The devil doesn't bother much with them. The devil bothers with those that become born again, those that are new in the faith. He wants to confuse them as much as possible. And he will use those counterfeit believers to spread confusion. You got what I'm saying here? So that's also a shill. And the type of shill I've just described that come in the name of Christ, I've encountered many of them, not only online but also offline. There are many of them around. So a shill is someone that unclean spirits use to spread violence. You have the paid shills by the cults. They're getting paid and they're putting up an act like actors to convince you of something that they're not. And then you have folks who aren't associated with any cult directly. They don't get any monetary payment, but they just want to be relieved, and the demons see an opportunity in using those people to spread violence. So the demons grant them relief through smooth success. Another example. You may be on Instagram because you use it just for fun. I mean, you don't use it for to prove anything like that. But there are people that use Instagram to prove something. I don't know what they try to prove, but you have such folks, okay? I have Instagram. You can look what photographers are shooting. Some make very beautiful landscape pictures. You have professional photographers sharing their photos there, also amateur photographers. And then you have folks doing other crazy stuff at Instagram, but that's what they're doing. So let's say you encounter this profile of this chick, and she has over 20,000 followers on Instagram, and she only follows around 200 people. So that gives your brain the impression this individual is wanted, this individual is important. Why she has so many followers? And you see that she has posted many pictures of her in beautiful dresses, and you see that the page has many likes here and there. So you think, whoa, man, she's popular. She's onto something. But then you look at this profile and you think, huh? Hold on a minute. She has over 20,000 subscribers, right? But only 50 till 80 people respond to her posts. What's going on here? Either those 20,000 subscribers are people that are hating on her, that only follow her out of envy and jealousy, and they're transferring negative energy onto her, or those followers are fake accounts and people, let me say cults, who notice her are tricking her into thinking that she's doing a great thing by sending all those false accounts to her. Because when she notices many people get the followers, she thinks, oh, I'm doing a good thing. And here's the thing, let me explain it. When she made her Instagram account, began to make some pictures, she got attention, she got some men and give attention to women. Okay? But let's say this female now has trust issues, abandonment issues. She's kind of she has a borderline mentality. She's very unstable. And now, what's going to happen now? The demons see this, and demons think, you know what? This girl, let's call her Melissa, she has a borderline mentality. She's very mentally and emotionally stable. She made an Instagram account, and she feels better when people give her much likes. You know what we're going to do? We're going to approach one of the wizards of one of the cults, and we're going to inform the wizard about her. And the wizard then will talk to one of the computer technicians who is a warlock. And the warlock then, he has a database with many fake social media accounts, and he only has to click on a few, he only has to type in a few things and click a few times in a program, and anyone receives many friend requests and many following requests from fake accounts of people that don't exist. So the demons approach the wizard, and wizard tells to the warlock, this is what you have to do. So the warlock looks Melissa's Instagram, and he types in her Instagram username, and now over 10,000 people follow her. Those are not people, those are just fake accounts. And the algorithm of software makes sure that with everything she posts, there are random fake accounts giving likes. What's going on there? The demons, together with that warlock, are now using Instagram to keep this woman trapped. Because what's going to happen? There are only going to be other women of either of her own age or maybe younger that will encounter Instagram, and they will see that she's quite popular. They think, oh, she has 15,000 followers. And look, she makes many posts. So they began to see her as a kind of example of success. And remember, she's borderline, right? She has now become addicted to the approval race of Instagram. And the demons are now using her to spread violence to other women. Because other women then also will begin to copy her, but they don't get suddenly thousands of followers. And they now become frustrated. And when they are frustrated, they tend to blame it on someone else. In this case, they're going to blame it on Melissa. So now Melissa now has hundreds of real followers that are now angry at her. So now she's surrounded by negative energy being thrown at her. But the demons shield it off, so the negative energy remains in her environment. So now people around her, at the job, in the family, they react to the negative energy that's around her. The negative energy can't affect her directly because demons are shielding it off. But people will respond to negative energy around her. And that cloud of negative energy follows her wherever she is. And when people react against negative energy, she takes it personally. And remember, she's borderline. So now this will cause pain in her, and now she wants more relief. And the relief is there, likes on Instagram. And that's how the demons are keeping her in a cycle of violence, and they're now using her to cause more violence. So she is a shill. Did she intend to be a shill? No, but that is what she is. She gets psychic benefit from demons. She's not even aware of it. And why? Because the demons are using her to spread violence. Shills are there to spread violence. That's what shills are for. And the type of shills that with monetary payment are very few. The majority of shills, I would say 95% of all the shills out there, whether online or offline, are folks that hold on to psychic benefits. So I hope this video has clarified this to you. Now you can spot a shill far quicker. But don't get me wrong here, not everyone with toxic issues is a shill, okay? Let me repeat that, not everyone with toxic issues is a shill. A shill is someone that's used to spread violence. Either they are a contractee at some cult and there's just voluntary payment to enact a role, or that they're a common individual, or just common people that demons use to spread violence. And when demons use someone like that, when demons let me say, when they have a shill from the common people, they will always give that shill smooth success to cover up that it's a demonic operation. But because it's smooth success, you are blinded from seeing what's going on. Unless you're born again and renewed in your mind, then you can see through things quickly. There are unbelievers also that can see through things quickly because they're not that deformed in their thinking yet. But I hope this video has not only inspired you but also has edified you. Again, agree with Christ, then we'll be at peace.